Belonging in Utah is back, and in a couple of weeks, a lot of people will be talking about Valentine's Day.
Leading up to it, we're taking a look at interracial marriage ban that was repealed by the Utah legislature. Jamie McGriff with this story.
I have to break this down into two parts. Today, we're looking at the overall tone of interracial marriage bans across the United States, and then the turning point in our nation's history that influenced all of this and Japanese history in our state. Wedding bells gave a different sound in the United States during the Jim Crow era. Racial tensions were high, and laws were created that banned interracial marriages.
So there are only two states in the West that didn't have bans against interracial marriage, and those were Washington and New Mexico. But all of the other Western states did, as did states in the South.
Wendy Rex Atzet is with the Utah Historical Society. She oversees K-12 initiatives for the state's history education program, which is called National History Day in Utah. Atzet created a blog where readers can explore the history of Utah's own interracial marriage ban.
But Utah was one of the states, and most of them were in the West, that repealed their laws earlier than that Supreme Court decision.
Atzet shares that Utah repealed its interracial marriage ban in 1963. 4 years before the U.S. Supreme Court's decision on the Loving versus Virginia case, which ended all racial restrictions on marriage. The interracial couple at the center of this landmark court decision was Richard and Mildred Loving, who married in Washington, D.C., and then moved to Virginia in 1958, where interracial marriage was forbidden. What sparked all of this?
It's such an interesting story because in the West, these laws look very different than they do in the East and the South, right? And the West has been multicultural and multiracial really since the Americans moved into this region.
As a result, Utah and the Mountain West carried a different vibe than the rest of the country. Then came World War II, which forced Utah's hand in addressing the topic of interracial marriage.
So by the time World War II rolls around and then closes, 30 states of the United States have bans in place preventing people from marrying across racial lines. And what happens is World War II really introduces a lot of important changes that are going to unfold and start changing these laws as part of that larger effort towards civil rights.
Coming up in a future Belonging in Utah, we are exploring the movement that happened behind the scenes that led to Utah lawmakers repealing the interracial marriage ban. Jamie McGriff, KUTV 2 News.